Hello, my name is Alireza, and I want to give a very brief summary about the paper that we already published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research. Monitoring training status of soccer players in terms of the high-intensity endurance running capacity is very important, especially during the in-season phases, when the players might receive suboptimal or higher than enough training loads. For these purposes, there are different maximal tests which can be used. However, because of the congested match schedules, the usage of maximal test is limited, and we need some maximal test for these purposes. There are different maximal tests in the literature, but they usually have long period of time in protocol, or they need prior warm-up, which limits their regular usage in the real-world scenario. For this purpose, developing a simple continuous maximal test that can be used by practitioners in the earlier stages of training session to monitor the training status of players seems warranted. So the purpose of our study was to investigate the reliability and validity of this test in terms of the heart rate measures, including heart rate exercise and heart rate recovery, both in terms of the drop in heart rate, recovery, heart rate in 1 minute, heart rate recovery 60 seconds, and heart rate post, which is the average heart rate during 1 minute of recovery. Therefore, we adopted this submaximal test. You can see the protocol in this picture. For this test, the players were required to run back and forth between two lines placed 100 meters apart on a soccer pitch. Players run for 4 minutes at 12 kilometers with a change of direction every 100 meters. And after doing this 4 minute jogging, they stop in their place without any moving to record heart rate recovery. The results showed that the heart rate exercise had the highest reliability, or let's say the lowest coefficient of variation, 1.4%. And the heart rate recovery 60 seconds had the less reliable measure, or 7% in terms of the coefficient of variation. In terms of the validity, among the heart rate measures, a heart rate post in terms of the actual and relative measures had very large relationships with the maximal performance, which in our case was the maximal speed reached during the 30-50 intermittent fitness test, which is called a VIFT. Therefore, the main results of our study were the submaximal warm-up test is a valid and reliable test, and heart rate post represented the strongest relationship with the high-intensity intermittent running performance compared with the other heart rate measures. The limitation of our study was that the sample size was small but professional, and we suggest using this test, which only takes 5 minutes, and the speed of running is 12 kilometers, lower than the previously maximal test velocity, and weekly test-to-test changes more than 5 beats per minute, or 3% in heart exercise, and 8 minutes or 6% in heart rate post can be considered as signs of changes in training status. If you don't have the access to the full text paper, just send me an email or search my name in the research guide and request the full text, and I will send you the paper.